Alright, a little update here. Last video, we had everything had just started blooming, the first sets, and now we're back at the same plants. They're done blooming, and we're on to getting some berries going, and they're just kind of starting to get pretty fat on there. And you can tell all the way down through here as we kind of move the new primocanes out of the way. You can see it's just got a ton of them all the way up through there, and you can see on the primocanes here how much thicker they are. So next year they're going to be just really loaded, and I think these have grown probably about 1.5 feet since we last looked at them about 2 weeks ago. So they're coming on nice. And you can see some of these new canes in here, almost about 1 inch thick on the new ones. So at 5 to 6 foot tall already, they'll probably end up growing about 15-25 foot long, I think, this year, which should load them up pretty good. And you can tell a lot of these are already starting to fruit out really nice. It won't be too, and it shouldn't be too much longer for those to be ready. So this was the first plant we checked in on. Had flowers all over it. Now the fruit's coming on. You can see it's starting to get some nice size to it and a little bit of color to it where it faces the sun every day. So it won't be too long on those. And then the other plant we were checking on hadn't started blooming yet, but now it's done blooming, and you can kind of see just getting ready to start pulling some berries off of it now. They're just getting ready to start budding out with the drupelets. So won't be long on those either, and you can see how much bigger the primocanes have gotten since we looked at it last. I think these have grown a couple feet also. And we'll take a look up to the ones next to it, and they are just loaded with blackberries all the way across. They're going to be really nice for next year. I can tell just that they are going to be really nice. And we'll take a couple looks over here. This one's starting to get a little red, and won't be long on these either. And they look really nice. They should be really good come next year. And we'll tie those new canes up and cut out the old ones when they're done coming along. And you can kind of tell from the video before and the video now, there's been a massive amount of growth on all these. And most of the triple crowns are in now. So still got to get some trellis work done on those. And then over to the raspberries. They are going pretty good themselves, and there's a bunch of them on there, and they had a lot of blooms on them also. And these are the primocanes. These will be the ones that do for next year's blackberries, and they look really healthy. So a lot thicker than this year's. You can kind of see the difference in the two. So they're really happy and healthy, and they should be producing really well next year. We'll go up top here where they're really starting to get red. And these are black raspberries, so they'll go red, and then they'll go black also after that. So they are loaded with a lot of fruit. So just wanted to do a little update on all those, and then all of the triple crowns are pretty much planted at this point, and pretty excited on how big those are going to get for next year, and then the year after they should be producing a ton. And we'll leave it at that and check back when everything's ripe and ready to be picked.